Right. As promised, we have the final book of Psalms, Book 5. This is part 2, technically, of Book 5. Into it, given the time, and thinking about what we just talked about, how Jesus was very much a guest, and is divisible by two great classes, hosts and guests. And this is by Max Beerbohm, 1872 to 1856. And without disputing the true nature or the truthfulness of this quote, okay, just going to pick out this one word here, this divisible, right, this divisiveness. I think it's very apparent in Psalms, right, what kind of class David was in, all right. He was a great king. He's war-torn, all right. He's been through a lot of battle. He has no problem defeating the enemy, even if all of the odds are stacked up against him. But he's very, very heavily reliant on praising the Lord, on offering up glory and gratitude toward the Lord, and asking God for assistance. But nonetheless, okay, we can really pick up the times in Psalms. Again, these were primarily written by David during his reign, and the times are very divisive, and we like to come back into union, right? We were once one, then we were separated, all right? And now we're still separated, okay? Trying to get back to this this unity that we so remember and love from long, long ago. But let's get into this. And, you know, Psalms gives me a little bit of a different taste in my mouth, honestly. Like the way that it ends here in this next section, I'm just like, oh, all right, okay. So this is Psalms. These were the times, all right? A message of divisiveness, really. But let me go ahead and start out. I'm just going to read through. I'm not going to stop too much, all right? We have here, to intro, I am for peace, but when I speak, they are for war. The Lord will keep you from harm. He will watch over your life. May there be peace within your walls and security within your citadels. We have escaped like a bird from the fowler's snare. The snare has been broken, and we have escaped. May all those who hate Zion be turned back in shame. May they be like grass on the roof, which withers before it can grow. A reaper cannot fill his hands with it, nor one who gathers fills his arms. Israel, put your hope in the Lord, for with the Lord is unfailing love, and with him is full redemption. Let us go to the dwelling place. Let us worship at his footstool, saying, Arise, Lord, and come to your resting place, you and the ark of your might. Here I will make a horn grow for David, and set up a lamp for my anointed one. The Lord does whatever pleases him, in heavens and on earth, in the seas and their depths. He makes the clouds rise from the ends of the earth. He sends lightning with the rain. He brings out the wind from its storehouses. The idols of the nations are silver and gold, made by human hands. They have mouths but cannot speak, eyes but cannot see. They have ears but cannot hear, nor is there breath in their mouths. Those who make them will be like them, and so will all who trust in them. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever. Who made the great lights? His love endures forever. To him who struck down the great kings, his love endures forever. Remember, Lord, when the Edomites did Remember, Lord, what the Edomites did on the day Jerusalem fell. Tear it down, they cried. Tear it down to its foundations. Though I walk in the midst of trouble, you preserve my life. You stretch out your hand against the anger of my foes. With your right hand you save me. Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? How precious to me, God. How precious to me. Excuse me, hold on. How precious to me are your thoughts, God. I remember. Are your thoughts, God. precious to me. Sorry, I just missed a whole section there. Okay. How precious to me are your thoughts, God. How vast is the sum of them. Sovereign Lord, my strong deliverer, you shield my head on the day of battle. Their rulers will be thrown down from the cliffs, and the wicked will learn that my words were well spoken. They will say, as one plows and breaks up the earth, so our bones have been scattered at the mouth of the grave. Set me free from my prison, that I may raise your name. Then the righteousness will gather about me because of your goodness to me. Answer me quickly, Lord. My spirit falls. Do not hide your face from me, or I will be like those who go down into the pit. Reach down your hand from on high. Deliver me and rescue me from the mighty waters, from the hands of foreigners. One generation commends your works to another. They tell of your mighty acts. They celebrate your abundant goodness and joyfully sing of your righteousness. The Lord is righteous in all his ways and faithful in all he does. He upholds a cause of the oppressed and gives food to the hungry. Sing to the Lord with grateful praise. Make music to our God on the harp. He sends his command swift to earth. His words run swiftly. He sends his command to earth. His word runs swiftly. He spreads the snow like wool and scatters the frost like ashes. He hurls down his hail like pebbles. Who can withstand his icy blast? Praise the Lord from the earth, you great sea creatures and all ocean depths, lightning and hail, snow and clouds, stormy winds that do his bidding. May the praise of God be in their mouths, and a double-edged sword in their hands, to inflict vengeance on the nations and punishment on the peoples, to bind their kings with fetters, their nobles with shackles of iron, to carry out the sentence written against them. This is the glory of his faithful people. Praise the Lord. So, like I have mentioned, okay, this is how it ends. We think of Psalms, right, as these glorious songs that we can sing and dance, and they're happy and they're motivating. I would say a lot of them are motivating, to extent, and a lot of them really are just capturing a lot of the emotion going on with David, or going on with his directors and his musicians, and really the persecution that Israel is experiencing as a whole. Okay, so as sweet and songful as we maybe remember some lines, the bulk of them are very distressing. I would say is very much a distressing piece of work. Like how this ends. This is how it ends, right? To carry out vengeance on the enemies. Like I said, Israel is very war-torn, still to this day experiencing a lot of trauma, okay? Nothing that we should feel the need to get involved in, or we should feel invested in that kind of activity. We really shouldn't, even though we're reading about certain things from the past, okay? Where there's always going to be some experience of discomfort, and maybe later on it won't come to be war discomfort. Maybe we will move past the even idea of war or killing one another long in the future, but maybe not too long, who knows, I don't know. But there will always be some sort of discomfort until we can really materialize, like what Jesus said, really materialize and reach our higher selves and bind with our higher selves, and not entertain our lower selves in any form or fashion. That would take a lot of work and a lot of practice, but of course it is possible. So yeah, we're going to leave it at this, right? We are human. Nonetheless, we are human with great potential. We do have great potential, so that's what we like to discuss, is the potential of the race. So I will leave you with this. I got to go. Thanks for listening to my storytelling, and have a good rest of your day.